Hey everyone! Have you ever heard about a really special journey, all about finding the perfect person? Well, our Bible story today from Genesis chapter 24 is just like that. It all starts with a very old and wise man named Abraham. Abraham loved God very much, and God had promised him that his family would grow into a great nation. But Abraham's son, Isaac, needed a wife. Abraham didn't want Isaac to marry a girl from the land they were living in, because those people didn't worship the true God. So, Abraham called his most trusted servant and made him promise to go back to Abraham's homeland to find a wife for Isaac, a good, God-fearing girl from his own family. The servant agreed. He took 10 camels loaded with beautiful gifts and set off on a long journey. He traveled all the way to a city called Nahor. When he got there, he made his camels kneel down by a well, because it was evening, and that's when women would come out to draw water. The servant knew this was a big job, so he prayed to God. He asked God for a sign. Lord, he prayed, when a young woman comes to the well, if I ask her for a drink and she not only gives me water but also offers to water my camels, then I'll know she's the one you've chosen for Isaac. And guess what? Before he had even finished praying, a beautiful young woman named Rebekah came out with her water jar on her shoulder. The servant ran to meet her and asked for a little water from her jar. And Rebekah, with a kind heart, quickly lowered her jar and said, "Drink, my lord." And then she said, "I will draw water for your camels too, until they have finished drinking." Wow! Just what the servant had prayed for. So, Rebekah quickly emptied her jar into the trough and ran back to the well to draw more water for all 10 of his thirsty camels. The servant was amazed and silently thanked God. He gave her a beautiful gold ring and 2 gold bracelets. When he found out she was Abraham's great niece, he knew for sure that God had led him to the right place. Rebekah invited him and his camels to her family's house. Her family welcomed him, and after he told them the whole story and how God had answered his prayer, they agreed that Rebekah should go with him to be Isaac's wife. Rebekah bravely said yes. She traveled back with the servant, and when Isaac saw her, he loved her right away. He brought her into his mother's tent, and Rebekah became his wife, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. And that's the story of how God wonderfully guided Abraham's servant to find the perfect wife for Isaac, all because they trusted God's plan.